A woman who was wrongly convicted of arson was told to abort her baby by the prison's head of maternity. Annette Hewins was jailed in 1997 for the deaths of Diane Jones and her two daughters in Merthyr Tydfil in 1995, with their conviction squashed in 1999. Annette was pregnant with her son Joshua when she entered the prison, and her pregnancy and traumatic birth behind bars are now subject of a BBC podcast. Episode 4, Wrongly Accused, called Pregnant in Prison, focuses on Annette's pregnancy and birth while held on remand at Eastwood Park Prison in 1996, awaiting trial for a crime she didn't commit. Details shared in the series include Annette's traumatic birth while on transfer from the prison to the hospital and the difficult decision she had to make about the care of her newborn baby Joshua. In this powerful series, her daughter, Nicole Jacob, uncovers the extent of this miscarriage of justice following her mum's death in February 2017, less than 24 hours after being detained in a mental health unit. The podcast hears how Annette made several applications for bail throughout her pregnancies, right up until she was just a few weeks off her due date, but all were denied. The head of maternity in the prison suggested she should have had an abortion. In episode 4, Naomi Delap, director of Birth Companions, a leading charity specialising in support for women who are pregnant and mothers of infants in prison, speaks to Annette's daughter, Nicole. Delap said, "This compelling series spotlights a heartbreaking and appalling miscarriage of justice with a tragic end. It also shines a light on the serious risks the prison system poses to pregnant women and mothers of young children." Annette entered prison while pregnant in 1996 without having been found guilty of the crime for which she was charged, and then later acquitted. In the very same year, Birth Companions was set up by a group of antenatal teachers in North London to provide voluntary support for pregnant women and new mothers in HMP Holloway. The charity was created following secret filming aired on Channel 4 of a woman in custody at HMP Holloway who was chained to prison officers while in labour. The nation was shocked by the televised images of the woman, by coincidence also called Annette, who was handcuffed while giving birth. The story, bravely shared by Annette and those supporting her, and the shocking account of Annette Hewins, so powerfully told by her family, show how awful the practices were around pregnancy, birth and postnatal care in prison. Naomi Delap added, "While we have worked tirelessly since 1996 to drive improvements in this area and to campaign for an end to the imprisonment of pregnant women and mothers of children under the age of 2, I am sorry to say huge risks remain. Only a few years ago, baby Aisha Cleary was born and died in her mother's prison cell in HMP Bronzefield, triggering a major inquest that concluded last year and which highlighted fundamental failings in the support offered to Aisha's mother." Just 9 months after Aisha's tragic death, baby Brooke Lee was born and died in HMP style. Both mothers' calls for medical attention when they went into labour were ignored by staff. It was a privilege to meet Nicole, to record an episode in this groundbreaking series, and I sincerely hope that by sharing the tragic experience of her mother and the impact on their family, together we can drive forward efforts to reduce the criminalisation and imprisonment of women and end the use of prison custody for pregnant women and new mothers. She added, "The fact that Annette Hewins gave birth while held on remand remains relevant today. 1 in 3 pregnant women in prison are held there on remand like Annette, few are given bail. In 2022, almost 3/4, 72% of women who were remanded and then tried by a magistrate's court didn't receive custodial sentence. In the Crown Court, this figure was almost half, 48%. In September 2022, more than 1 in 5 women on remand, 21%, had been there for more than 6 months. The Sentencing Council announced that sentences will now be asked to consider the pregnancy, birth, and the postnatal period as a specific mitigating factors to be taken into account in sentencing decisions. This move, called for by birth companions, is a significant step towards ending the imprisonment of pregnant women and mothers of infants in all but the most exceptional of circumstances. Please like this video, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.